This is TWiT.
My app, let's see here, is an app that came out for iOS, I think, towards the end of last year. Got a lot of people talking. And it's a pretty cool way for enjoying kind of short-form audio and podcast content. It's called 60dB. And they had a release earlier today. I think it's more like, if you go to the Play Store page, it actually says 60dB and then in parentheses, unreleased. So it's definitely kind of like a beta point right now. It's 50 to 100 installs right now. This is kind of their initial entree into the Android world. But basically what you do when you first set up the app, it's going to ask you a number of different sources that you like. So for example, if I went into my playlist, oh, wait, sorry. Here I go. I'm already going down the rabbit hole. So this For You section, this is built with all of the different sources that I added in to follow. So NPR is an example. Of course, TWiT is in there, so I added that. There's some TWiT bits. 60dB has their own audio content, Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, whatever. You can pick all of these. And this What's Happening Now is basically an ongoing playlist that's updated all the time based on short form audio content that all of these sources put out. The idea behind the app is mainly that it's kind of like, there's a lot of long form podcast content out there. Podcasts is something that a lot of people do, but there's a certain kind of spontaneity and not having to think about it when you turn on the radio. So this is kind of like an idea of mixing both of those worlds, taking short form audio content from sources that you like or that you trust or whatever, and having it dynamically create these playlists on the fly in a way that you could just hop in the car, hit play.
So shuffle for podcasts.
Kind of, yeah, with short form audio,
or radio,
right?
Kind of
radio. Yeah, shuffle radio for podcasts. That's one way to look at it. So, you could kick this off and it would jump right into the NPR hourly news summary. This was updated like not very long ago, like 20 minutes ago. So that would play. I think I have it muted.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. It's the same one on Google Home too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, the news summary. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then I could jump and get the next one in the playlist. It's all kind of created dynamically for you, so you don't have to think about it. It's like sometimes you want to get in the car, you don't want to have to like open up your podcast app and flip through and find the podcast that you want to listen to, tap on you just want to go, hit play and go. And that's kind of what this is all about. You can also, of course, jump in. They have some sections like this is a little carousel on audio mini series.
So wait, what happens when what happens on this mini series?
So this I could follow this, and really I could just play through this series in tandem, one after the other. So it's maybe more like a traditional podcast aggregator based around a particular mini series. And then down below, they just have all the channels, like ESPN, for example, has all of their podcasts updated. So it's kind of a podcast aggregator, but with a different kind of focus. There is longer form content in here. If you subscribe to a provider, the longer form, like TWiT, for example, you could find TNT in our page in here, but that's not going to appear in your What's Happening playlist. Anything under 10 minutes will appear there. And so it keeps it kind of short and concise, and just kind of a great way to kind of, listen to a bunch of podcasts from a bunch of different providers and not have to really think about it. You can just kind of hop in the car and go.
You just want to listen to talking.
Yeah, just cool. Or whatever. So there's the Nerdist Podcast Network. All their stuff is going to be here. So you can see hour and 44 minutes interview up there. That's not going to end up in the daily briefing. But this first look of Captain Marvel's whatever would appear there. So anyways, there it is. It's called 60dB, and it's pretty cool.